It's a Good Friday, and how many memories come to my mind from my childhood. For example, the bells could not ring in my hometown on Good Friday. We said they are tied. The church cannot ring the bell because the church is mourning. I remember the holy rites in my beautiful hometown church. The smell of a pastiera, the typical Italian cake for Easter, the cake that we could not eat on Good Friday, even though our mothers, our grandmothers were preparing it. I remember my grandmother Teresa telling me, "I will kill you if you eat them." It was a very beautiful moment. Pain, suffering, my friends, is the protagonist of this day. The entire planet, Christians, but not only them, they look at the pain of a man hanging on the cross. I want you to think the great merit of Christianity in the history of evolution. What is the greatest merit of Christianity in the history of evolution? Having turned the spotlight on human pain, bringing it to light. The great merit of Christianity is to have turned on the spotlight of human pain and bring it to light. Consider that Nietzsche, the famous anti-Christian philosopher, he writes that Christianity must be blamed for making the weak, the suffering people at the center of history. He says it is to be attributed to Christianity the absurd idea that all human beings are equal. Nietzsche, the greatest anti-Christian philosopher, is somehow admitting that Christianity is the cause of that principle that is the foundation of the Declaration of Human Rights, that all humans are equal. It is a period, my friends, in which I often think of the pain of children, of crucified children. I don't know why, maybe because I don't have children of my own, at least as far as I know. The children who suffer are the flesh of God hanging on the cross. Jesus is not on the cross anymore. He sits at the right hand of the Father. But the children of God, his sons and his daughters, like children, are still hanging on the cross. I want to give you some data that will make you really thinking. Do you know how many children have died in this war between Israel and Palestine? Do you know how many? 10,000. Have you ever counted 10,000? Do you know How many children between the age of 5 and 11 don't live like children? For example, because they are forced to work. 160 millions. Have you ever counted 160 millions? And unfortunately, the list of example I could give is long. Sick children, child soldiers, abused children, children bullied at school. The flesh of God is still hanging on the cross. And that children hanging on the cross are suffering today. They are the sons and the daughter of God, is flesh suffering on the cross. So, in this Holy Good Friday, I want to give you an image for your meditation and for your commitment. A funny but useful image. Do you remember those annoying mosquitoes that start circling around us in the summer, in the night, or maybe when we take a nap, around our head? Well, if we feel the suffering of these children, we must be like them, annoying those who have forgotten that there are children hanging on the cross, especially those with power and money, those capable of influencing the decision makers. And this is the image that I want to leave you today. The day of the passion of the Lord and the day of the passion of his little children. Do something for them. Be for them the God's mosquito. And allow me to finish this meditation by singing the beautiful song to Mary, our mother. The song Stabat Mater, a bit long, but I will just sing a little bit of it. Stabat Mater, dolorosa, justam crucem lacrimosa, dum vendebat filium, huius anima gementem contristatam et dolentem transivit Gaudium. O quam tristis et afflicta fiat illa benedicta. Mater unigeniti, quando corpus morietur, fac ad anima donetur. Ara